50 laps of green flag racing is the order of the day for the late model division. The drivers looking to tighten up the ranks on the front stretch. They tuck in behind the safety vehicle. And Larry Cody, he sets the pace. Back of the pack looking to tighten up the ranks with the front half of the pack. Again, Larry Cody and Ray Maneri up in row number 1. Pace car ducking down off the speedway on the backstretch. Danny Cornwake stares the field down. They wind him up out of turn number 4. Green flag comes out on the speedway as Larry Cody looks to win the drag race down to turn number 1. Ray Maneri settling down to that runner-up position, but here comes Farmer Phil Rondeau as a car in trouble on the backstretch as Tim Menard rides the Armco barrier. Menard keeps the car up alongside the Armco barrier. Got the car rolling as we continue to run under green. Menard showing some front end damage on the K9. He's going to try to get the car down out of the racing groove. We continue to run under green as Larry Cody now being challenged by the 19 of Rondeau. Rondeau looking down low with the Ford Thunderbird, battling up alongside their current leader, Larry Cody in the 89, side by side down the 300-foot long backstretch into turn number 3 as a brand new leader looks to emerge as the 19 of Farmer Phil Rondeau taking over control. Larry Cody running the runner-up spot with the 89, then it's the 43 of Ray Maneri. He's running that third position. Matt Sapiri continues to maintain the 4 spot out on the speedway, although there's a little distance between he and the third place runner of Ray Maneri. Top 3 automobiles looking to pull away from the 4th place runner, the 62 of John Shortell running 5th out on the speedway. Back half of the pack continues to play a little bumper tag through the turns as the 19 of Rondeau continues to lead the 89 of Larry Cody as the first 2 drivers look to be pulling away from Ray Maneri in car number 43. Tim Menard, the K9, has the car off the speedway. Nice piece of driving as he's able to keep the field running under green. The Busch Racing Series scoreboard showing 6 laps now scored as complete. Couple cars going down. Dennis Krauski and the 38 automobile are making out the 20 of Scott Britton. They're both going down laps to the 19 of Rondeau and the 89 of Larry Cody. John Maneri, Ray Maneri continues to run in that third position. Matt Sapiri maintaining 4th. 62 of John Shortell continues to run 5th. As the 28 of Russ LaJoy, John Brower Jr. battling with the 60 of Brent Griswold Jr. They're battling for the top 10 out on the speedway at the present time. Brower coming out on top of that spot. Griswold back to the next position out on the speedway. It looks to be car number 5 for Danny Stebbins from Greenfield, Massachusetts, as they continue to dice for position out on the speedway. It's lap number 10 coming up this time around. Phil Rondeau continues as the leader. Cody running 2nd in the 89. Rewind on the front stretch. Car number 20, Scott Britton, a lapped automobile as a heavy group of traffic working their way down the backstretch. They're trying to get past the 20 of Scott Britton. Drivers doing a fine job as they make their way past the slower automobile, caught up high against the Armco. Danny Cornwake telling the driver to get it down out of the racing groove as Phil Rondeau coming down to click off lap number 12. Rondeau closing in on the slower automobiles out on the speedway. Car number 86 going down to lap 2. Your leader, that's Brad Phillips and Leo Ben Adams. The next drivers to go down to lap 2, the current leader. About a straightaway advantage between 1st and 2nd. Rondeau across the line now. Larry Cody running 2nd. He's at the line. Looking for the 3rd place runner, car number 43 across the line. Matt Sapiri running 4th. The 62 of John Shortell continues to run in the 5th position. That's Russell Joy and John Brower Jr. for 7th and 8th. Running 9th. Looks as though it's car number 5 for Danny Stebbins. Kevin Debus rounding out the top 10 at the present time with the Q105 sponsored Chevy Beretta. Then it's Griswold in the 60 and the 53 of Larry LaFontaine. Those are how the top 12 stacked up after 18 circuits around the 1/3 mile oval. race leader now looking to put the deuce of Terry Brick down a lap. Rondeau now has a little breathing room between he and the next pack of runners. Larry Cody continues to work in some of the slower traffic, battling with little John Steiner and Joe Mullen on the backstretch. Lap number 20 coming up this time around. Rondeau continues as your leader. Late model field strung out all around the 1/3 mile oval. Car number 86 running into some sort of mechanical difficulties on the front stretch as the caution is out on the speedway. Caution coming out for the 5 of Danny Stebbins from Greenfield, Massachusetts. And it looks as though it's car number 20. The other car involved, that's Scott Britton from Bethel, Connecticut. There's those two cars coming together over at turn number 4, as that's the first caution after 20 circuits of the 50-lap main event, all part of the Busch Open right here at the Waterford Speedbowl. A couple cars going to the pit area. Mark Atkinson in the 7X. As the record crews now move in to check on the driver's condition. Points green flag going out to the field. We're going to try to go to green this next time around. 2/5 of the way home. Scoreboard showing 20 down, 50 is the magic number. And the first caution of the afternoon in the late model main event coming out. For an accident, turn number 4, Danny Stebbins and Scott Britton running into trouble. Pace car looking to duck down off the speedway. We're going to look to go back to green this next time around. Terry Brick back out after his visit to the pit area, as is Mark Atkinson in the 7X. So once again, the safety vehicle off the speedway on the backstretch. We look for the start over in turn number 4. Phil Rondeau on the throttle first as he looks to make his way down to turn number 1. Larry Cody trying to get past some of the slower automobiles, as he'd like to have the opportunity to catch up to your current leader, Phil Rondeau. Cody, though, smoking through the turns. Joe Mullen receiving the passing flag from Danny Cordaway atop the starter stand. As Cody now looks to have free room between he and your current leader, Rondeau, out of turn number 4. Lap number 22 now history. The field running tightly bunched on the front stretch, 2 and 3 wide into turn number 1. Rondeau continues as the leader. Cody not being able to eat into Rondeau's lead very much at this point. It's quite perhaps he's content running second. Checking for your third place runner as the 30 automobile, a little loose out of turn number 2. That's Richie Carmen, just as your third place runner. 43 of Ray Maneri was working his way by. A little hairy photo for Maneri. Halfway marker coming out this time around. It'll be 25 down, 25 to go. Rondeau works his way out of turn number 4, picks up that point from Danny Cordaway. Larry Cody already across the line. Russ LaJoy coming to life with car number 28, LaJoy. Battling for the 3rd position out on the speedway. The LaJoy's auto wrecking sponsored Chevrolet are battling right up alongside Ray Maneri. John Brower Jr. right there as well. They're battling for position out on the speedway. Looks as though Maneri taking advantage of a slower car number 84 for Sean Egan, as he's able to maintain that 3rd position out on the speedway. Looks as though LaJoy running 4th. That's John Brower Jr. and Matt Sapiri. Brower a little loose out of turn number 4, gathers it back in quite nicely as he's able to maintain his position out on the speedway. Black flag going out to car number 12. That's Dennis Kukowski from Claverton, Long Island, running into some sort of mechanical difficulty. That car smoking quite heavily. Car trouble on the front stretch, the 84 breaking traction. The field forced to scatter, everybody able to stay pointed in the right direction as we continue to run under green. Farmer Phil Rondeau looks to be adding to his advantage over Larry Cody. Saw the advantage down the backstretch. Rondeau, though, is going to have to contend with this pack of slower cars in short order, as he's rapidly closing in on the bulk of the late models in competition. Lap number 30, already history. Lap 31 being scored this time around. Rondeau and Cody. Ray Benieri running third, Russ LaJoy running fourth. John Brower Jr., Matt Sapiri running fifth and sixth. Car smoking through the turns, Glenn Griswold Jr. in car number 60. Apparently it looks as though it's just a little tire smoke. Griswold being challenged over in turn number 3 by Kevin Debbins. So Phil Rondeau already contending with some of the slower automobiles. Passing flag going out to Joe Mullen as the third and fourth place runners, Ray Benieri and Russ LaJoy. Looking for a little racing room, battle on the backstretch for the fifth position. John Brower Jr. battling with the 07 of Matt Sapiri. Tightly bunched on the front stretch. Looks as though a couple cars hooked together. Right as your leader, battling with Mark Atkinson. As Phil Rondeau working up high, trying to get past Leo Ben Adams and the Deuce and Terry Brick. Those are both lapped automobiles. Smoke beginning to come a little heavier from Glenn Griswold's number 60. Griswold about to be lapped by your current leader, Phil Rondeau. Lap number 37 coming up this time around as Rondeau looks to put Griswold down a lap. Larry Cody continues to run second, running right behind the 70 of Wayne Smith. Looking for the third place runner, Russ LaJoy in the 28. Ray Benieri now running fourth. He's being challenged by the 39 of John Brower Jr. Brower, a hometown driver from Waterford. He's running fifth on the speedway. Then it's Matt Sapiri and the 58 of Kevin Debbins. However, your current leader looks to be closing in as he's got all but the top 6 or 7 lapped at the present time. Rondeau making his way past the 53 of Larry LaFontaine. Lap number 40 coming up this time around for your current leader, Farmer Phil Rondeau. From Baltic is Matt Sapiri running into trouble with the 07. Something amiss with that automobile, smoking quite heavily down the backstretch. Smoke continues to grow on the 07. Kevin Debbins right behind with the 58. Black flag now going out to Sapiri. Your leader, Phil Rondeau, right behind. Sapiri now heating the black flag. He's out of the racing group as we continue to run under green. Kevin Debbins now down a lap to the leader. And all but the top 5 have been lapped at the present time as Rondeau now closing in on the 5th place runner, John Brower Jr. As Brower now going down a lap. Right in front of him is the 4th place runner, Ray Benieri. Benieri working on the lead lap. Black flag now going out to car number 60 for Glenn Griswold Jr. As Sapiri has the 07 parked in the infield. As Ray Benieri now down 1 lap to the rest of the field. As Farmer Phil Rondeau continues on his charge. Glenn Griswold Jr. looks to retire the 60 to the infield. He's out of competition. Mechanical difficulty settling in on that automobile. Currently the cars on the lead lap, the 89 of Larry Cody and the 28 of Russ LaJoy. Those are the only other 2 cars on the lead lap with your current leader, Phil Rondeau. Rondeau working down the 300-foot long backstretch into turn number 3, closing in on LaJoy's back bumper. Lap number 46 being scored this time around as Rondeau looks to put Russ LaJoy down 1 lap to the rest of the field. Looking for the 2nd place runner, Larry Cody, out on the speedway. Caution is out on the speedway as Joe Mullen losing a tire on the 23. So caution coming out on lap number 46 is the Action Amusement. New England Computer Consultant sponsored Chevrolet Lumina losing a right front tire, Larry Cody. So it looks over, set to return to green. Scoreboard showing 46 laps as complete. Only 2 drivers on lap number 46. Phil Rondeau and Larry Cody, car number 89, a pair of Waterford regulars. Safety vehicle looking to duck down off the speedway. 4-lap dash to the finish. Farmer Phil Rondeau, car number 19, looks to lead the charge out of turn number 4. Ray Maneri running in that second spot out on the speedway, actually running third, down 1 lap. Kevin Debus and the 39 of John Brower Jr. Hard shot into the Armco barrier. Car number 58 of Kevin Debus taking a hard shot to the backstretch Armco barrier. Track crew quickly moving in to check on Debus in the Q105 sponsored Chevy Beretta. Hit over by the gate to the pit area. You can actually see where some of the paint was stripped right off the gate. I believe Kevin is out of the car. We can see him walking around. That is definitely Kevin Debus out of the automobile. So a pit gate is being worked on over to the pit area. Definitely a tribute to the builder of that automobile as Debus taking a hard shot to the backstretch Armco barrier. Showing 46 laps as complete. A mile and a third left in this main event for the full-body late model division. Once again, a pace car ducking down off the speedway on the backstretch. We're going to look for the start between turns 3 and 4. It's got the green flag back out on the speedway. Farmer Phil Rondeau looking to pick up where he left off. Car number 19 for Rondeau. Car up in the marbles is 62. John Shortell looks to gather it back in, dropping back in position out on the speedway. Lap number 47 being scored this time around. We're looking with Larry Cody. Cody, the only other driver on the lead lap with Phil Rondeau. Cody looking to work his way past the deuce of Terry Brick and the 39 of John Brower Jr. Those 2 drivers swapping a little paint through the turns. 2 to go marker already being displayed to your leader. As Farmer Phil Rondeau looking to have his 3rd feature victory of the season in the late model division. White flag coming out this time by as Rondeau picking up the white flag from Danny Kortewick. Larry Cody continuing to work behind the deuce of Terry Brick. Leader working his way through the turns for the final time as Phil Rondeau looks to pick up the win in the Busch Open for the full-body late model division. Larry Cody coming in for the 2nd spot with car number 89. As Phil Rondeau picking up the win in the Busch Open, while part of the late model portion of the Busch Open right here at the Waterford Speedbowl. Rondeau looking to pull down in victory lane. Joe Golis already down track side. He's going to have a word with your feature winner.
Well, folks, it looks like the hometown boys done good, as they say, as at least a couple of the top finishers, I believe 3 out of the top 4, are regular Saturday night late model competitors here at the Speedway. Nonetheless, in victory lane, driving the H&H Auto Machine, the Bears Construction, Marble Auto Body, sponsored number 19. It's the farmer out of Baltic, Connecticut, Mr. Phil Rondeau. The 1992 track champion, many times past champion, Cheryl Kutu down here at victory lane, makes the presentation. Finishing second with a good run and a good effort this afternoon, car number 89 for Mr. Larry Cody. By the way, Larry's young daughter, Nikki, won the Q105 Maynard contest just 1 week ago. Congratulations, Nikki. And finishing 3rd, well, it looks like the 28, I'm not quite sure, but Russell enjoyed picking up that 3rd spot. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 3rd annual Busch Open, the 50-lap late model feature, the farmer himself, You know, Phil, this has not been the best of seasons in 1993, but this afternoon has to take away a lot of the hurt. You sure done good against those outside baiting cars. Last year you had almost a hot setup, it just didn't last. What difference did you do here today to get you down in the victory lane?
Well, we basically come down to the exact same thing we had last year, except for we come loaded for bear. We knew everybody was coming, so we did a little extra here and there, and hey, it all worked.
How about telling the fans exactly what you changed on the car, real quick like?
Oh, we put a 4-barrel manifold and a good 4-barrel carburetor on it, headers, and we put 10-inch rims with the 8-inch slicks on it.
You know, they were hoping that maybe you had the modified motor under the hood so they could complain a little bit, but it's really a late model motor.
Yeah, that's the motor we won with last week.
Well, you know, the question's been asked before. What do you do in 1994? You've got the modified, you've got the late model, or do you do both again?
We'll probably be back with both.
Well, that's what we like to hear, ladies and gentlemen. Nice round of applause for Bill Rondeau. He picks up the 50-lap win in that late model portion.